Despite what you think, summer might be the best time to start thinking about back to school. Here to tell us about a new initiative that aims to increase enrollment in a free early learning program is Angel Carro, President and CEO of the Early Learning Coalition of Duval. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. We're also welcoming Lashonda Hicks. She's the group's Chief Program Officer. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
So, first of all, if you could just start, what is the Learning Coalition of Duval? What is the mission? What is the work that you do?
Yeah, so we're a 501c3 nonprofit that receives federal and state funding to help families with childcare. We have two major programs: the School Readiness Program that helps families of low income get paid for childcare, and then the VPK program, the state's free pre-K program that helps families enroll in pre-kindergarten.
And are those in fact separate? I think a VPK is also, I mean, that's
Yeah.
available to everyone,
So
right?
yeah, so there are two separate programs. The VPK program is specifically for 4-year-olds in Florida. The school readiness program, we actually serve up to age 13. Our main focus is 0 to 5
Okay.
for families needing help with childcare.
Okay. So VPK, a lot of people are just kind of getting into their summer mode, Lashana. They're not necessarily thinking about, getting the supplies and the clothing and everything for back to school. Why is now a good time for people to start thinking about VPK?
I think because you need to do your research, although all of our VPK programs do produce, qualified teachers, you want to find a program that fits your needs beginning in the fall. And I think now is a good time to start helping to help them transition into a VPK program because it is a little bit more structured to help prepare them for kindergarten.
For people who aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about how VPK differs from daycare, because we're talking about a very young cohort of kids,
Yeah.
and it is an educational program. But I mean, what's it designed for, and how is it different from just a kind of caretaking facility?
Yeah, so with VPK, the teachers have to be qualified, meaning they have to have a CDA or higher. Some have associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees. There's additional training that they are required to take, and so they're just more qualified um, to teach in a VPK classroom. And their training is specific to helping children prepare for kindergarten. There's a set of Florida standards that they have to be trained on. Again, which helps them to transition into kindergarten. So it's more than just daycare. They're actually qualified to be in the classroom to help kids learn and develop in several content areas.
Florida is still fairly unique in offering free educational programs for kids this age and to all kids. So VPK is kind of unique, but the idea of having to prepare for kindergarten, and we were talking about that a little bit earlier, Angel, is something for people to get their heads around, because that kindergarten really used to be the entree into education, and it was like maybe you're learning your shoe, you tie your shoes, you get the ABCs, very kind of rudimentary skills, and that's almost no longer the expectation when you arrive in kindergarten.
Correct. The teachers, when kids go through VBK, it gets them ready for kindergarten. So when they arrive, they're ready to learn. They get that social emotional experience being with other children, which helps them evolve better once they get to kindergarten.
Yeah, and kindergarten sometimes can be, more challenging without that preparation, Lashonda.
Absolutely. I just think about, my kids all went through the VPK program, and so I'm used to dropping them off and leaving. And so in the classroom during a regular VPK day, they're used to structure. They're used to, okay, time's up at this. It's time to transition to the next activity. And so they're learning a lot about, just the classroom expectations,
Mhm.
of being in a school or in a classroom. Like Angel said, they're learning social skills throughout the day. But not only that, VPK teachers are trained to work with them math, reading, science, all those things that they're exposed to, and also the social elements of being in a classroom. So, having all of that and transitioning to a kindergarten classroom, there are going to be some bumps here and there, but children kind of walk into those classrooms with the expectations of, okay, mom's leaving, it's circle time. I have to sit on the carpet, and now it's time to transition to the next activity. For kids that aren't exposed to that and they've been at home, and that's great, but they may not be exposed to that structure and being able to
Right.
interact with other kids and understand the concept of time and what those expectations are.
We've got just about a minute, but tell us what's going on now in terms of the sign up and the unique partnership that you guys have formed with the city of Jacksonville.
Yeah, so the Jacksonville Civic Council and community partners have been working on the Epic Jacks campaign, which is specifically aimed to making meaningful community change in Jacksonville. One of the goals for Epic Jacks is to have Jacksonville be the number one city in the United States by 2032 in getting kids ready for kindergarten. So we've been doing 90-day sprints. The current sprint was specifically focused on that goal of getting kids ready for kindergarten. So we're trying to increase VPK enrollment. So next June, June 30th, next Monday, we'll be doing the big kickoff for the Epic Jacks um, VPK community-wide campaign.
And where can people get information if they want to be a part of that kickoff or if they want to start the process
Yeah.
of looking?
So they can go to our website, elcduval.org, to get all the information from our website. Also, parents could call us at 904-208-2044, and our staff could walk through them through the process of getting enrolled for VPK and also helping find a quality childcare center.
All right. Well, Angel Carro, Lashonda Hicks, thanks so much for being here this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.